Welcome everyone to AWA World Fighting Showcase Britannia. I am your host Dick Weatherspoon, bringing you the action. This one, Global Wrestling Federation Commonwealth title on the line. The champion, the modern day savage, Chris Cage, taking on the challenge of the Soul Killer. These two have wrestled many times before in this very venue, the Stourport Civic Hall. Great crowd on hand here for this one. Commonwealth title is on the line. Two big matches for you this week, both from the Civic Hall in Stourport. Plus, the huge contract signing between TC Brown and the AWA World Heavyweight Champion, Preacher Mike Kash, coming up after the break. That match will happen right here on TV on Friday, the 21st of June. Be sure to tune in each and every Friday night on Ben TV or wherever else you watch AWA World Fighting Showcase Britannia. We have a new home, a new outlet to watch us on Chopper TV. If you're joining us there, thanks for joining us. Ever expanding the syndication of AWA World Fighting Showcase Britannia TV. Many outlets to see this, the hottest half hour in wrestling. Jump attack from the Soul Killer and a big right hand. The Soul Killer has already advanced to the final four-person event. Big clothesline and a back elbow by the Commonwealth champion. Scoops him up, slams him down. Out of the ring goes the Soul Killer. As I was saying, the Soul Killer has already advanced to the four-person final for the top rope AWA light heavyweight title. That'll be coming up real soon. Taking his time now, slowing down the action. The Soul Killer, currently the lead light heavyweight in the AWA. Himself a former HCW light heavyweight champion back in the HCW days. Referee for this one, the legendary Mr. X, the world famous wrestling masked man. Chasing the Soul Killer around the ring now, Benny Hill style. Round goes. Goes for the elbow, but he misses. Soul Killer in all kinds of trouble. Rings the arm in the early going of this one. This match, despite being jumped at the start of the match, Chris Cage back in control now. Each and every Friday night we're on Ben Television, 12:30 a.m. Be sure to join us. Still to come this week, Jonny Rose takes on SpiderMask. A special edition of AWA TV next week. The annual King of Catch tournament. 4-man knockout tournament. A tradition here in the AWA, dating back through the HCW years. And before that, step over the ropes now. Does the Soul Killer to break the hold. Took his eyes off the prize, did the Commonwealth champion. Big drop kick to the knee there. You can see that knee braced up. Chris Cage has had numerous problems with that leg. But despite all that, he manages to pick up the Commonwealth title from Cruel Connection a few months back. Stomping on that knee now. Really working away. Clever wrestling. Soul Killer knows that that knee is bad. But he also knows that the modern day savage Chris Cage is a lot taller. He's a lot stronger. So he's taken all of that away from him by taking that leg strength away from the big 6'6" modern day savage Chris Cage, the current Global Wrestling Federation Commonwealth champion. A title that dates back to 1991 when the championship was won by none other than Axel Rotten, the ECW superstar. Dives across that leg once again after the modern day savage threw a few blows in. Looks like Soul Killer's biting him now. Maybe he didn't have any lunch, so he's taking a little bit of Chris Cage's knee. Really found his feet here as the Soul Killer. He's had many names and incarnations, but this one, he's really found himself in the dark side, where he now says he lives. Chris Cage, the legendary wrestler from Kidderminster, a huge name in the area, defending that Commonwealth title throughout the world now. Going for a figure four leg lock. This could be it. We could be getting ourselves brand new Global Wrestling Federation Commonwealth champion. The fans really getting behind the modern day savage. He's reaching for the stars now. Is Chris Cage trying to turn the pressure around? And he does. All of that pressure now on the ankles, the knees, the shins of the Soul Killer. It was soon broken. And right back on that leg. Right into the corner with a big boot from Chris Cage. But Ken Cage gets back to his feet with that poorly knee. This is Sparta, and that is it. If Chris Cage can get on him, this has got to be it. No. Showing some resilience there. Not many people get out of this one. That big kick from Chris Cage. DDT right on his head. Nowhere to go. Looking for the RKO. Throws that elbow pad to a lucky fan at ringside. RKO attempt, but he's pushed off. Nicely done. Second time around he caught him. Is he too close to the ropes for the pin? He's not. Still the Global Wrestling Federation Commonwealth champion, the modern day savage, Chris Cage. A big win for him here this week on AWA World Fighting Showcase Britannia. Chris Cage has defended that title against some of the best. There's the bout, you see it. Handed over by TV representative Lee Trotman. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more AWA action.
I've also signed this contract. All we now need to do is for TC Brown to get out here and sign this contract, and he gets his rematch for the AWA World Heavyweight Championship. So, TC Brown, if you claim to be the heart of AWA, get yourself out here and get what you deserve.
AWA owner Petey Crockett, along with his security man, Jonny Rose, and the AWA champion of the world, Preacher Mike Kash, bringing TC Brown to the ring for the contract signing of the AWA World Heavyweight Championship match that we will see on TV in just a couple of weeks.
Honestly, what I was saying was true. TC Brown doesn't care about these people. He doesn't care about coming in. He doesn't want his rematch.
I'm sure he's here, guys. Should we give him one more chance?
Yeah. Okay, let's bring him back out here again.
TV official Lee Trotman gives TC Brown another chance to make it to ringside for this contract signing for the AWA World title. We'll see it here Friday, June 21st on TV.
He's let these people down like he's doing his girlfriend at home.
Johnny, I've just remembered something. I've banned TC Brown from the building. TC Brown has been banned from the building here tonight.
So hang on a minute. So that means he can't come to this ring and sign that contract, which means the match is off.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, your AWA World Heavyweight Champion, Mike Kash. See, as I told you, TC Brown does not care about any of you. TC Brown doesn't care about his TC crew. TC Brown only cares about himself.
Oh my goodness! AWA owner Petey Crockett attacked by his own security guard. Hold on, it's TC Brown! It's TC Brown! TC Brown is in the building. He's picking up the AWA contract for his rematch for the AWA World Heavyweight title against the Preacher Mike Kash. Pen in hand. Never trust a guy that's left-handed, but he's done it. There we go. The contract is signed. TC Brown's name on it. The Preacher Mike Kash is on it. And that match will happen in just 2 weeks' time, Friday, the 21st of June, right here on TV. Petey Crockett in bad shape in the center of the ring. A clock to the back of the head. He's down like a sack of potatoes. And there's his team. Jonny Rose and the AWA champion, Preacher Mike Kash. All kinds of trouble Petey Crockett is in. The champion, Mike Kash, can't believe it. The contract is signed. It ain't gonna be as easy as just walking away and staying the champion. He must wrestle TC Brown right here on television in just 2 weeks' time. Friday, the 21st of June, the AWA World Heavyweight title will be on the line right here on Ben TV. TC Brown the challenger, Preacher Mike Kash the champion. What a match that will be, just 2 weeks' time. Stay tuned for more action. Welcome back to AWA World Fighting Showcase Britannia special challenge match here. 7-time world champion, the #1 wrestler from Oldham, Jonny Rose, accompanied by Petey Crockett. Luckily, Petey Crockett's had time to get over that shocking attack by TC Brown. One fall contest against SpiderMask. Never at a loss for words is Jonny Rose. Petey Crockett at ringside. Quite the combination and quite the attitude change for Petey Crockett and Jonny Rose that were two of the best loved names in the AWA. The AWA owner himself, Petey Crockett, and at one time the most fan favorite of wrestlers in Jonny Rose. But since he moved from the Wire Forest to Oldham, he really had an attitude adjustment and does nothing now except boast about his 7-time World Championship runs, his time in Mexico, teaming with Andre the Giant. That's all we hear about the stuff that he's done. Rolls away from the bigger Jonny Rose, does the agile SpiderMask. If SpiderMask can keep moving around Jonny Rose, Jonny could be in trouble here. Fans clearly on the side of the superhero SpiderMask. One fall, 20-minute time limit in this one. Goes for the lockup once again, does Rose, but rolls right through. Does the man that cleans up the streets of the inner city, the AWA superhero. Look, he's telling the fans at ringside, 7 times world champion. Always got something to say. You ask Jonny Rose how good he is, he'll tell you. He'll tell you exactly how good he is. Looks like, there we go. Spider-Man takes the arm of Jonny Rose in the early going of the match. Big elbow to the elbow of Jonny Rose. He may be 7 times world champion, but he's having that arm wrenched right out now. SpiderMask knows his wrestling. Pulling on that mask. Brings him to the corner in a big right hand, a sneaky one. Corner to corner, and in goes Jonny Rose. Shoulder first into that top corner hook turnbuckle. And a chop by SpiderMask. Right to the shoulder. We know Jonny Rose recently had an operation on his chips and peas. We saw on his Facebook page. Live feed from the hospital. Big shoulder tackle from the 7 times world champion from Oldham. Big elbow drop missed. And right back on the arm. Great wrestling there from SpiderMask. In charge right now is the superhero, the SpiderMask. Listen to the fans at ringside. Really wrenching on that arm now. Referee Mr. X asking him if he wants to give up. Words of encouragement also from Petey Crockett at ringside, who is watching on intently. He doesn't want to see a member of his group himself, Jonny Rose, and the preacher Mike Kash, the current AWA World Heavyweight Champion. A group, they call themselves the Administration, and a very dangerous trio they are, considering Petey Crockett is actually the owner of the company. It seems like he can do and say whatever he wants, whenever he wants. Referee telling Rose he must keep that fist open. He doesn't want any fisting going on, but a big finger He fingered him right in the socket. And now to the eyeballs of the SpiderMask. Hanging the Spider on the top rope. Hung out to dry there once again, bragging about being 7 times world champion. The Lancashire Lion, the number 1. Jonny Rose now. Sends him in hard. Runs in, but a big boot. A big boot from SpiderMask. A second one. And a hip toss, but only just. Just caught him unawares then. Back to the corner. Choking the man right in front of the referee. Not afraid to bend and break a rule, but he knows that he's got that 5 count. No pain, no brain. That's his saying. Ducks that clothesline, and again, crossbody from the SpiderMask. Petey Crockett up on the apron of the ring. Petey Crockett is on the apron of the ring. He may have had Jonny Rose then, threatening to punch him. The fans at ringside encouraging this. Referee Mr. X, what's that? Something been set in the ring from Petey Crockett, and he's put it right inside his knee pad as Jonny Rose. Big knee lift. There's something in the knee pad of Jonny Rose's. And that's a 3 count. Totally on the blind side of referee Mr. X. Something was loaded into that knee pad from Petey Crockett. Look at this, taking it out of the knee pad. Slipping it right back to Petey, the owner of the company and leader of the administration team. Jonny Rose says, do you know I am 7 times world champion? Can he make it 8 times? Only time will tell. Be sure to join us next week for AWA King of Catch tournament action, supported by Top Rope Wrestling. This has been AWA World Fighting Showcase Britannia, episode 185. Join us each and every Friday night, 12:30 a.m. on Sky Channel 175 Ben TV. I've been your host, Dick Weatherspoon. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week, wrestling fans, for King of Catch action.